Hello, Edwell community. My name is Christine McCormick, and I want to invite you to join me in a few moments of self-reflection and grounding through a guided meditation. Please find a comfortable seat, whether it's sitting cross-legged on the floor, perhaps supported by a pillow under your sit bones. If you're sitting in a chair right now, that's okay too. I just encourage you to uncross your feet and try to find your feet flat on the ground. You can place your hands gently on your thighs, face up or face down, whatever you prefer. And imagine lengthening your spine and even stacking your shoulders above your hip bones and the crown of your head squarely between your shoulders, lengthening your neck and your spine. If you can, sit up unsupported without the support of a seat behind you or a wall behind your back. That's great. If it's more comfortable to be leaning back on something for support, that's totally fine too. When you're ready, you can close your eyes. Just take these next few moments to notice your breathing. Start to make some observations about your breath. Perhaps you're breathing quickly or slowly. Perhaps your breath is shallow, or you're breathing nice and deep. You may notice the breath fill up your chest or your belly or both. Try not to change anything about your breath. Just bring awareness to the quality of your breath in this moment right now. You may bring awareness to the sensation of the cooling effect of the inhalation through your nostrils and how the breath is warmed as you exhale. Just take note of your observations without judgment, without falling into the trap of wanting to make it a certain way. Just accepting how your breath is in this moment during this practice right now. These next few minutes together, we're really just going to focus on this pattern of breathing, on the inhalations and the exhalations. And doing our best to stay focused on our breath, even during the inevitable distractions that may arise. These distractions may come in the form of a thought or a feeling, an emotion or a body physical sensation. And when you notice those distractions, just gently bring your awareness back to your breath. You may even label the distraction as a thought or an emotion or a feeling. Gently just tell yourself, oh, there's another thought. There's another feeling. There's that pesky sensation in my back. And then redirect yourself back to your breath. You may even find that the same distraction keeps coming up for you. Maybe that same thought, or just a really strong feeling that you're having right now. And that's okay. Just bring awareness that it's coming up again, label it, and move back to your breath. If you've lost your focus, this is a gentle reminder that you can always return to your breath. After every inhalation, you will find an exhalation. After every exhalation comes the next inhalation. Your breath is always here for you. It's always with you. If you're finding it difficult to stay focused on your breath, you can imagine a clear glass of water, a glass of fizzy water. And if you can picture the little bubbles on the inside of the glass that collect, and every so often they release from the inside wall of the glass and float to the top and pop and disappear. And sometimes it can be helpful when you notice a distraction. You can imagine placing that distraction inside of one of those little bubbles on the inside of the glass. And imagine it releasing off the side, floating to the top, popping and disappearing. You may notice in your mind one distraction after the next, one thought after another, and that's okay. Just notice one thought, attach it to a bubble, watch it detach from the glass, float to the top of the water, pop and disappear. just sit with this image if it's useful for you. Just noticing these distractions and without judgment, without attaching anything additional on top of it. Just placing it inside of one of those little bubbles, one of those carbonated bubbles, watching it release from the side of the glass, float to the top, and disappear. Do your best to hold on to this visualization of this glass full of fizzy water, watching the bubbles release from the side of the walls of the glass, floating to the top and popping, attaching any thoughts or sensations or emotions that arise for you inside of those little bubbles and allowing them to pass. If you're not already, please once again bring awareness to your breathing. Take note of the quality of your breath. Perhaps it's the same as it was when we began. Perhaps it's changed. Either way, there's no right or wrong. We're just noticing here, just observing the quality of our breath. And when you're ready, you can start to begin to bring more awareness back into your body by wiggling your fingers or your toes. Gently rocking your head left and right, front and back. And then reopening your eyes, reorienting to your space, visually taking note of where you are, of your surroundings. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for taking these few moments to yourself to look inward and ground and work on your reflection practice. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day.